What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm buying the Yuffie DLC for Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. So this is a kind of a new series. I started yesterday on Ratchet & Clank. Now we're doing Final Fantasy, and this is a series that could very easily die if people don't like it. But I kind of want to go through my mental decision for buying a game, okay, or for watching a movie or whatever it may be for the video, and just talk about it. It gives me a chance to talk about it right before it comes out. So obviously the DLC and the game, Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, comes out on Thursday. I'm pumped for it. I really am. And I just kind of want to talk about what goes, on in my mind when I think about buying it. And I want to talk about it and talk about why you should buy it too, depending on your circumstances, depending on if it's a right fit for you. So I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comments. Let me know if you like the idea or if the video sucks. Obviously, let me know that as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. I'm more willing to listen to you, definitely if you're a subscriber than if you're not. Hit the like button. Definitely helps. And last thing, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, Podcast Now 15 is my Twitter handle. You can look me up on Twitter, or the link for Twitter is in the description below. Okay, so let me just gush about it just for a second. Okay, I guess kind of check all the boxes. I'm ready to go. I bought the PS4 version, obviously, last year. Got it digital. Okay, I didn't get the disc. And so I'm going to get the free upgrade. And then, obviously, the Yuffie DLC is $20, $20 US dollars, okay, depending on your currency. It's going to be, I believe, 2 chapters. And then the length of time is kind of unconfirmed. I know I made a video talking about how long I think it is. And to be honest with you, I'm expecting anywhere between 3 to 5 hours is kind of where I come down from. If I get 3 hours from it, fine. If I get 7 hours from it, fine. It comes out a day before Ratchet & Clank, so I'll be flat out honest. I kind of only want it to be 3 or 4 hours because I plan to beat it like that. Like, I'm going to play it that Thursday, play the DLC, be done with it. And not in a bad way, not like I'm going to throw it into the garbage after, but like I want to experience it the first day, but I also want to play Ratchet & Clank the first day. So, the life of somebody who tries to play all these games that come out, right? But no, so here's the deal with Final Fantasy, right? I really am excited for this, and I'm ready to buy it. Look, I think it's almost a slam dunk, how can you not buy this if under certain circumstances, okay? If you have the PS4 version, then you get this for free if you have the PS5, and then you pay an extra $20. So really, the only thing standing in your way is not having a PS5. So PS5 is obviously a big deal, right? If you don't have one, and I do understand the hate for it. I'm not opposed to what they've done here. I know a lot of people despise the idea of what they did with this Yuffie DLC. I am not part of that. If you want to hate me because of that, that's totally cool, but I've never, been upset about it. But I do get it, right? So there is this free upgrade. You get to play it on PS5, but then the Yuffie DLC, it's not on PS4 and PS5. It's literally only on PS5, and now I'm not sure. I believe you need the game too. Like, you can't just buy. Yeah, and actually that kind of makes sense. Now I talk about it, kind of sounds stupid, right? But you need the base game in order to buy the Yuffie DLC, which lots of games, actually not all games do that, but most games require that kind of stuff. So really, if you have the PS5, you had it on PS4, so like I did. I had it digital, so I'll get that free upgrade, and then you just pay that additional $20 for Yuffie. So that's more of the system requirements and the money, right? Like, if you have those necessary materials, then you would obviously be okay. But then, the next step of that is obviously, is it worth it? I think $20 for 3 to 5 hours is fine. Obviously, you have to measure up money, to yourself. I'm more than happy. I've talked about even with Resident Evil Village, I was more than happy to spend $60 on 8.5 hours. I know not everybody is. There's some people, they're like, absolutely not. The game needs to be an open world, 500-hour, game in order for me to spend full price on it. I completely disagree with that, but if that's the way, it's literally your money. I will not tell you what to do with it, okay? So it's a completely, up to you. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I stand on. So I get it. I just don't, I don't agree with it, but I understand where you guys are coming from. So money to value-wise, I should say, right? I'm completely cool with it. In terms of the character, so, I've said this in past videos, you guys may not know this about me, though, is I'm not I'm a recent, I'm a turned Final Fantasy fan. I never really liked the franchise. I watched my sister play the Lightning trilogy. I played 15 just a little bit. I didn't play it like all that much. I played 15. Really, 7's remake was the first one. Now I know people have told me, play this one, play that one, go back and play the original 7. I don't know anything. I kind of know some things that happen in Final Fantasy 7, but not the entire thing. I think and also the way what I've heard, I guess, or what I've seen from people telling me too, right, is that this new, the new remakes, they're definitely changing up some of the story beats of the original game. So it's possible nobody knows what they're going to end up doing, by the end of it. So, I'm a new fan. And so, like, my connection with Yuffie. So, really, the DLC is going to have more than just her. There's other characters. There's locations. There's the idea of fighting and, like, playing the game itself. But I think you're really getting it to experience some sort of Yuffie story. My experience with Yuffie, literally, is Kingdom Hearts. That's it. Now, I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts guy. I've been a Kingdom Hearts fan ever since I was a kid playing Kingdom Hearts, like the first original game, okay? So, all I know from her is from Kingdom Hearts. I don't know about her at all, of where she lies or all that kind of stuff with Final Fantasy. So, to me, look, Final Fantasy VII Remake was my game of the year last year. And these are all opinionated things. Like, in these videos, that's kind of why, again, new series, kind of working through some things. It's very much just my opinion, my thoughts on this stuff. It's not really, that's kind of all it is. So you can either like it or hate it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, to me, I love the game to death. Last year, it was my game of the year. Ghost of Tsushima was like a very close second, but this game really took it away. I will play like anything more from this game. I cannot wait for part 2. If they want to do DLCs yearly, which they're not. I mean, they literally said it's this DLC, and then the next game we're going to get is 7 part 2. That's completely fine by me, okay? But I just want more. I want to experience the world more, experience the characters. I love the combat. Now, I get the combat's changed, and different Final Fantasy games even have stuff changed. I like it. I'm actually, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of up for any, if it's a turn-based system, if it's a more fluid system, if it's Mortal Kombat, if it's, Motor Storm, like a racing game. I'm really up for any kind of gameplay mechanics as long as they work. I'm really up for anything. So I'm really, really excited to play it. And again, I kind of personally look at it as it's a DLC, it's an addition to a game of the year, my game of the year last year, which is awesome, and I will take literally anything more I can get from it, and that's what this is. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I plan, maybe I will eventually, but I don't even plan on playing Intergrade right away, like replaying the game. I don't even really plan on doing, again, like Ratchet and Clank, and then E3 is right after, and I'm still trying to beat the Mass Effect games I did back in the day, but I'm trying to rebeat them with Legendary Edition. So, like, I don't even know if I'll play it. Like, I'm simply in. I'm only doing the free upgrade, download. Like, I'm re-downloading a 40, 50, 60 gig game only to get this $20 DLC. That's literally the only reason. So I know not everybody is obviously going to be like that, but I am pumped for it. I think it's going to be awesome. And again, I'm not even expecting a long amount of stuff to play. Really, I'm expecting very little time. So I'm excited for it. I want to hear from you guys though in the comments below. What do you think? Are you going to be buying the game? Do you have a PS5? Obviously, that's the first thing that measures if you can even do it or not, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on so you know when all these videos go up. Again, if you want to follow me over on Twitter, PodcastNow15 is my Twitter handle. Links always in the description below. Or, of course, you can just look me up over on Twitter. I will be covering the Yuffie DLC specifically. We'll see what kind of videos I make of it, but I do plan on covering it. I hope to see you guys there.